Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We've just come back from the London Stadium. It was West Ham 1, Swansea 0. Scott. 4-4-2, mate. Thanks, Bez.
Yeah.
We've
Well
started,
done,
mate.
Cheers, mate.
Oh,
Cheers, pal.
Well done, mate.
sorry, I'm fucking miles right.
No, cheers, pal.
That's for last night.
West Ham 1, Swansea 0. Much changed formation.
Yeah, what a lot of us been crying out for, isn't it? 2 up top, 4-4-2. You know, it was it worked, didn't it? 3 points.
Did it work though? Did it work?
No,
It was a formation we all wanted.
It was a
Let's be
formation.
honest, it's a formation we all wanted.
But that
It was-
formation don't work for our fitness level.
The only thing that I was concerned with in the starting lineup with IU starting, I thought personally I would have started Masuaku there instead.
Yep.
But he went with IU because probably against his former club, he thought he'd be up for it today.
That guy shouldn't be in the team, mate. He is
Mate, if he's worth
absolutely
25, if he's worth 20 million, me 2.5 stone overweight's worth 30. Honestly, he is dog shit. He is absolutely
bad.
shit.
I think that's his worst game as ever for us, Nicky. Don't you think? Yeah, arguably.
It's awful. He
No,
was absolutely awful.
one of them. There's too many to choose from. That's the problem with today. It was the formation we was all crying out for. Did it work? Not really.
No,
I didn't think it did.
I think he's trying too much to get the Hernandez-Carroll partnership going, and I just don't think them two can work together.
Joe, what I think the big problem
I think
was...
Sacco and Hernandez would be a better option, if I'm honest.
Because of Sacco's movement. Carroll's very static, or... You know, it was times he's drifting into the midfield, times he's drifting out wide. You know, you can't... You need him in front of goals, you know what I mean? But for me, the problems were today, IU, because he was shocking, and Antonio, he shouldn't have been playing.
Antonio
The
weren't
guy
fully
weren't
fit, was he? You can tell
The guy
that.
weren't fit. You see, he went to open up in the first half. He got into second gear, and then that was it. Just wouldn't then that next
The
burst
thing
of
is,
pace. He didn't have it.
we are clueless. We're a clueless team. We play in 2 banks. We play in a bank of 5 at the back, a bank of 5 at the front. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, bringing them two together. Like the midfield today, we've all been crying out for this position. You know our problem? One of our problems, we haven't got enough diversity in our midfield.
You're right.
There's no diversity.
The difference when
the
we
two
had
wings are exactly the same. The 2 centre midfielders.
The difference
are
is
exactly
when
the
we
same.
had someone like Payet, you had Payet and Lanzini, like 2 players that can make things happen.
Yeah, they
At
know,
the moment,
they know what way we're going to go.
Yeah.
They know what way
It's
we're going to
basics.
go.
It's basic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
There's no width today. Do you notice that? There was no width at all, was it? It's all for the middle.
And they're so
awful in the middle.
They're so nervous. Like they're scared to make mistakes. Like you're at home, and like just take a couple of risks.
Yeah,
At least take a couple of risks, like a through ball or something.
That
But
Sanchez for them, that Renato Sanchez, he run.
he's been poor since he signed for
But he run-
Swansea.
he run that-
He
run
looked
midfield
good
today.
today. He looked like the player that Bayern Munich have obviously been raving about.
They
Honestly.
Sorry, mate, I keep thinking someone's going to knock them.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. Look, you know,
Yeah, go on. Sorry, mate.
It's all gone wrong.
it's all right, I can't remember what I was going to say now. So
No, it's just awful. It's just absolutely awful. There's nothing there. There's nothing
The
there.
first half for me was probably one of the worst first half of football I've seen in a very, very long time.
yeah,
a
terrible.
very long time.
terrible. You know, Swansea had their game plan. They set their stall out. They tried to play. You know, they were knocking the ball about, but we were sitting so deep. The distance
Ethan.
between
The kid's calling you, for fuck's sake.
the distance between their two defenders, their last line of defence, and Carroll and Hernandez sitting practically on the halfway line. You know, we've got to press up more. We've got to
They
squeeze
were
the
like
play.
the team at home. They were defending literally the edge of the D on the halfway line, and they were pushing us up.
Yeah.
It's that first start,
It's,
as Brian said, mate, it was absolutely.
It's worrying, isn't it? It's worrying because
there's no difference. There's
can't
there's
see-
No, there's no change or anything. Half time we needed a boost. I know he's going to kick up the arse. Right,
No.
Come on, we look
need
we
a
look
fast
worse.
We don't need we need a boost. Full stop. In the club. We need a change. It's one of them games. Everybody called it before, right? And like a mug, I said, no, it's not going to be like that, right? Everyone said it's going to be one of the worst games we've ever seen, and we're going to score a last-minute winner like the Bournemouth or the Hull or the
Sunderland
home last year. And that's exactly what
When
happened.
you think about it,
We've
like,
got better players, right?
yeah,
Better players.
and we look worse.
And we look worse.
I was about to say, when was the last time you can actually sit here and say West Ham had a good performance at home?
No, I can't.
Palace?
Palace.
Because when we beat
Huddersfield.
Spurs here 1-0, yeah, Huddersfield weren't great, was
Spurs last week was okay
Yeah.
at times.
But I mean, like, and we've won. We've
Chelsea-
convincingly
Chelsea.
won. That's just, you know what I mean? It's
I can only think of 2 times
yeah.
full stop.
You're digging, thinking we're going through all the games. It's you know, we're sitting here like it's like we've lost, but it's. I think it's just down to performances. We're happy with the 3 points. We're up to 15th now. You know, there's a lot worse teams in the league than us. But it's just, I think it's down to performances, isn't
Look,
it?
if we'd have played that game, someone mentioned it. If we'd have played it and we hit the post 3 or 4 times and we was all over
Yeah.
them, and their goalie had a weldy, you know, and he pulled
Yeah,
like 4 or
you
5.
can take that.
You can take it, and when you get a last minute, you can take it.
Exactly.
But to win 1-0, yeah, look, it's going to sound ungrateful saying this. Yeah, it's great we got the 3 points, but the performance was diabolical.
That's what let a lot of people down,
it's
innit?
great to get the 3 points. That was a lucky 3 points.
Yeah, oh yeah.
One of the luckiest.
We
3
won't
points
get
I've
luckier
ever
than
seen.
that this
No.
season, I don't think.
For me on that pitch today, there's certain players that are just going through the motions. You know,
I just think-
just getting on that pitch to earn their wage, and then that's it.
I just think we're lucky that we played
Ayew being one
Swansea
of them,
today.
mate.
Because if that would have been a City, a United, and Arsenal even, they would have tore us apart.
I'll tell you now, when City rock up here, we will lose 5-0.
Now we win 1-0, Scott.
We will lose 5-0 because they will tear us to pieces.
No diversity in our team. No. All our centre backs are exactly the same. Our left backs are exactly the same.
Yep.
The only one with a bit of difference in them, and they come on and made a difference, is Masuaku.
Yeah.
You know why? The only one with a bit of pace.
Yep.
He looks like he likes to take people on. I mean,
He's a left winger.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but he's a left winger.
Yeah.
For me.
But
He starts. He starts over Ayew, mate.
Yeah,
Over Ayew, yeah,
You
definitely.
know, we'd start over
But he's
Ayew.
playing Ayew because he cost 20 million quid.
Yeah.
Starting lineup.
Starting lineup.
Yeah.
So Joe Hart carrying on in
We
goal.
were talking about half the game before he was at the fucking lineup.
Seba right back, Criswell left back, Font and Reed in the middle, Nobes and Czech centre mid, Antonio right, Ayew left, and Andes and Carroll up top.
Yeah.
I thought he was my man in the match today, Reed. I thought he was solid at the back today.
Zabaleta.
Yeah, Zabaleta, Reed. I thought he
That
played
guy,
well.
mate, he's going to be hammering
You know what you're going to get with Zappa.
Yeah, Zabaleta don't let you down, does he? Like, it's a shame he ain't 5 years younger.
You are right.
but
I thought Fonte and Reed had a good game.
Yeah,
mate.
they did.
Them three played well across that back. I thought.
Creswell, he's hit and miss, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
1 minute he looks like
Yeah.
young Creswell of old, and then
I thought he got
it's
some
the
good
new
balls in the
Creswell,
box,
you know.
like Cresswell.
yeah, but I
His
don't
deliveries
think
in
we
the box are
really
good.
whipped balls in until Masuaku come on. As soon as he come
He
on,
done-
what,
he done
3 or
2 or 3
4,
in the
did
first
he?
half, though, right? He did do 2 or 3 in the
You know
first
what?
half.
You know what the difference is? He wants to take people on.
Yeah.
The amount of times today, and I was turning around and I was pointing at every single time. The amount of times I saw us get the ball, and there's not a claret shirt one in it. They all it's like he's got an infection because they're all running away from him.
Yeah.
Until Lanzini come on in midfield, he was the only one who was pulling off players, looking for the ball,
Yep.
trying to take someone on. I mean, I thought it was the right choice to take Noble off. I think that he should have took Ayew off for Masuaku.
Totally agree.
You know,
Totally agree.
Mate, but out of the 2 centre midfielders, though, which one would you have took off, Noble or Czech?
They was both as bad as each other,
Mate,
weren't
Czech
they?
was awful today, mate.
No,
So,
no. What was that little thing Noble done when he tried to clear it and he not?
No, come off with, you know when you keep your left foot and you sort of spin it.
Yeah,
Fucking
but he
up
was
where the
he was
goal is.
laughing. I was thinking,
It was lucky Hart was actually switched on for that because
yeah.
you know if he
He looked comfortable, didn't he, Joe
yeah.
Hart? You know, he pulled off a good save. I know people around us slag him off, but I think they just, I don't know why they slag him off, to be fair.
And then I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why they do. I think they love Adrian and they're waiting for Hart to
Make a
mistake.
mistake.
But
it's not fair. He's getting a lot of unfair criticism. Lee Hart, a lot of it. And
I mean,
it's just not.
Bilic
He's
as
one of the
well.
only players as well at the end to clap the whole crowd, mate. I'll tell you
exactly, yeah,
now.
we were saying
In
what we're doing
Zabba,
Bilic looks like a
who else?
lost man,
Saka
doesn't
didn't
he?
give his shirt, didn't he?
Yeah, and who was the other one we said? Antonio.
Antonio.
Yeah, who shouldn't have been on the pitch anyway because he's injured. Yeah, it's just, I just think, as I said before, I think players going through the motions. Either they know that Bilic is going, or Bilic is going at the end of the season, and they're
do it
thinking,
now.
Yeah, but listen, if you're going to
Do it
get
now.
rid of him at the end of the season, get rid of him now.
No,
Scott.
exactly. I totally
I
agree.
said this the
Mate,
other
I totally
day,
agree.
like
Point
on
Ryan, they're not going to
pointless.
get rid of him though because it's going to cost them too much money. It all
Yeah, but
comes
Tom,
down to money,
at
dude.
the end of the day, right, we haven't
It's
spent nothing
gambling.
in the transfer window, right? We're
Mate,
net
I
spend and
know
all
that.
that. We've got the money there. If they've got the bollocks, just get rid of him.
I
They
know-
can't.
I know- mate,
You
I know what
can't
you're
sit
saying.
there and think to yourself, we're going to watch that all season at home.
I'm not, mate. I'm being realistic, right, when I say.
I'm talking
they're
about the
not
owner.
gonna- they're
You know
not-
right,
they're
but
not
you
going
know
to spend the
what?
money to get rid of him.
They don't give a shit about us. They
don't.
don't give a shit about the football they're serving up. All they want to do is stay in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the problem, mate. If
Yeah, that is the problem.
we might not stay in the league.
Well,
We're
we
not
might not,
guaranteed.
right? But they've got. That's all they're worried about. They don't. Do you think David Sullivan is sitting there today going, "That was a poor performance. I can't
Yeah, I
serve this
do.
up." No,
I do
don't.
think he
I
sits
don't.
there. I do think they sit there and think that's
don't think
shit.
he does.
You're thinking, no, I've got the 3 points. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
No.
3
I
points.
think they're sitting there
Three
like
more,
us.
3 more points.
They're
to stay
sitting
in
there
the
like
league.
us.
Who cares if fans are
thinking-
getting really bad? Like,
At the end of the day, mate, we're paying
I think
customers.
yeah,
We're
I know
paying
that, mate.
customers.
But at the end
Well,
of the
what
day,
has he done to change it?
Yeah, I know
because
that.
it was exactly the same as that last season, and he's got the money, and he's got the fucking funds to go and change it.
They've given Bilic
No,
players that he
bollocks.
wanted.
No,
not bollocks. They have.
No. There's other
They've
players
given
out
him-
there. There's other players
They're
out
the
there.
players
that we
Bilic's
would've
wanted.
had. Yeah, but he wanted more.
Yeah,
Why
but
would he want
they've
more?
give him the players he wanted, so you can't say they haven't done nothing.
What about Carvalho?
They have. You just want them to sack them.
Carvalho. Yeah, I do want him to
Yeah, I
fucking
want him to sack him as well.
I do want him to sack him.
I want him to sack him as well, but you can't sit there and say he hasn't done. Bilic's wanted. He got what 5 out of the 7 players he wanted.
he has been backed, yeah.
He's been back, so
So
you
get
can't
the 7.
say.
Get 7. We
Yeah,
spent
but
4 million.
It's easy for us to say it, mate. It's easy for us to say it.
Sorry, mate.
They've been back, but they're
It's
full
easy
short
for us
of
to
roles.
sit here and
I'm
say
sorry,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
easy, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's easy for us to sit here and say get that, but we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, do we? We don't see it day to day.
You get the wedge out, mate, anyone's coming, and they've got the fucking wedge. They don't want to change it for us. They don't want to change it for us. They don't give a shit. As long as they're getting the fucking points, they don't give a monkeys.
I know. I get what you're saying there. End of the day, you know, 3 points is 3 points. But you said you can't keep having performances.
Exactly,
like that,
exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You can't.
You know, you can't keep having performances like that, because when you do come up against better sides,
I'm not.
you get beat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to sit here and say that Gold and Sullivan weren't sitting there thinking that was shit what they're watching, because I know, guarantee they was. But like you said, they've got to act, and if they're going to fucking act, they've got to do it now. They can't wait till the end of the season. That's what I'm saying. Have some bollocks and do it.
Yeah,
when you've got, look, I'm not. Listen, we've probably got no chance in getting Angelotti. No chance in the world. But look, if they've got ambition, talk to him. Just see if we can get in his office and have a word with him, because he would come. I think he would come here, but we ain't got that bollocks. That's the problem with our club.
Be realistic now. Would he want to work for them? What manager would want to work for them, Ryan? I've been deadly serious about it.
But I know, right? It
Tom,
depends,
Tom,
doesn't it?
right? You know what? We keep on saying this, right? And I'm with you, yeah. Who would want to work for them? But it is down to them to change.
Yeah.
They can change anytime
They're
they
the
want.
only people that can change it.
They're the only people that can change it, right? Not only can they change the management, but they can change the way they operate, right? They've got everything in their power now, right? They've got their stadium. They've moved this year. Now we can't do fuck all about it now, because that's what all it was before. It was a struggle to move us here, to get us to be happy here, right? We're here. People are starting to accept it. Now it's down to them to change. They need to change. You know what? They could turn around and go to Angelotti. Do you know what, Carlo? Come here, right? I know we've got. We ain't got the best reputation in football, but I tell you what, we're serious about this place now. We're serious about this football club. Come here. We'll give you £100 million in January.
Yeah.
We have to obviously offload what you don't want to offset that. But you can sign what you want. You can go out and spend some money. Watford have spent
He probably
similar money.
don't even need 100 million in January. He could say, like, look
He
at the
could
squad
say
he's
we do.
got.
Yeah,
Look at the squad he's got.
do.
And say, here's 50 million. Go and get a couple of players to add to that. And then in the summer, bang, we'll start backing you.
But that is down to them to change it.
But
They've
they won't
got
do
to
that.
change it.
We know they won't do that.
The problem with doing that in January is prices are overinflated. Players getting
That's
players
their problem
is a
for
lot
not signing them
Yeah,
in the
but-
summer.
I do agree with
Even
that.
in
That's
the
what
summer.
I'm saying. It's gonna be
But Scott, it's going to be worse in the summer.
They say
mate.
the same thing in the summer as
The
they do in
transfer window
January.
shuts on the first game of the season, so it's going to be even worse.
They say the same things in the summer as they do in January. They say it's the market's going crazy in January. The market's going crazy. It's crazy. It's a crazy
Personally,
market.
I don't think we need that much. A fully fit squad now. We don't need. It just needs changing. It needs a bit of
It needs someone
new
to work
ideas.
with them.
Yeah, new ideas.
I'll be honest. The training needs to change.
This is what I
Because that
said
team
like
needs to be-
the other
they're
day.
so unfit.
If they
So
sacked
unfit.
Bilic today,
Yeah.
right, even if it took them a few weeks, I'd put someone like Di Canio in charge for 3 or 4 games. the place would be lifted.
Yeah, the same principle of putting Brooklyn in charge.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
bringing Brooklyn in to give.
Quite, Brooklyn was 10 years
everybody-
younger, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Giving every.
Thanks for the programme, lads. Love
No
it.
worries,
Cheers,
Mate.
mate.
Subscribe to you, you'll love it. So, someone have a word with that prick. Seriously, you can't be saying that. He looks bad enough. He does look bad enough. He does. You know what I mean? So I'll get his address.
No, take care, mate.
Yeah.
See you later, mate. Take care.
It's all on camera.
But you know, you are right. Things have got to change. As I said, the training's got to change.
The board are not going to go, right?
Nope.
You can't change the playing staff now.
Nope.
There's only one thing you can do is sack the manager.
Yeah.
I mean, today, that's saved Village.
Of course, yeah.
If we would have drew that or lost, I think they might have sacked him.
It pays me to say it because
It's a
I
bad
like
situation.
Billy.
I've
I've
said
always
this
liked
on the
him.
fan
Billy.
camps, right? Listen to me. We wanted to go forward. You know what? Say what you want about Allardyce, right? Say whatever you want to what you want about Allardyce. Allardyce, as slowly as it was going, was moving forward.
Yeah.
He was getting better.
Allardyce
better.
built from the back, didn't he? And he was
built
adding
from
to
the back.
very slow,
You know,
yeah.
obviously he gave us some shit performances, right? Some shit performances, but he built.
But
and
he-
built
he-
and
he
built.
grinded out
We was
results.
getting better and better. The last season, before he got the sack, at Christmas we was fourth. I think it was only the fact that he got fucking told he was going that he didn't put no effort in.
Well, you see that because the players' effort on the pitch absolutely dropped.
Yeah.
And you knew he got told because that's why Reed signed the new deal.
Yeah, exactly,
You know, when
exactly, right.
He was old enough and old enough to see what was happening. As soon as he turned around and said
But
that
we was getting,
he was scanned,
we
Reed
was
signed his
getting
new
better
deal.
and better and better. We're going into.
Do you think we were spoilt? We're still
now.
spoilt over that last at the bowling
No, we're not
season.
spoilt.
Like no, the fans' expectations.
No, I don't think
Because
so, right?
that last game, that last season at the
Because
bowling, we were spoilt, weren't we? And we had.
I don't think we were spoiled. We were spoiled.
I
in
think
the
a lot
fact
of
that
fans
we
think
had,
we're
no,
better than what we are.
we had one world class talent.
Yeah.
We had one world class talent. Jesus Christ!
Leave her alone.
Bring that camera round. Yeah. Anyway.
But no, I'm with you. I think we was spoiled. You know, we finished higher above
of
than where
course,
we were.
of course,
But
of course
we
we're-
should have did. The problem was,
Of course
the
we're
club,
spoiled.
The ball didn't then build
Yeah.
on that season.
Yeah.
Yeah. The club was up here, the move and all that. Right, but we were up here. Yeah. We got Pint. Go out and strengthen. Spend the money there.
Yeah, if we'd have signed the players, what we did this summer, last summer, Payet would still be a West Ham player.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Look at him. He's gone Marseille. You don't hear of him no more. He's not even in the
But do you
France
know what,
squad.
mate? I'm not slating the players we've brought, right? But two of the players, especially Zeba and Hart, right? They weren't available last summer. Right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is, and the only reason they're a fantastic
Hart was
addition.
available.
The only reason.
Hart was available.
Yeah, but he had, I think, every intention of going abroad on loan.
Yeah, he wanted to go abroad,
Right?
didn't he?
But what I'm saying to you is, that's what I'm saying to you though. They were, mate. I'm just.
What are you trying to say, Tom? Spit it out.
No, he's. I don't know.
What you're saying is right, they weren't available, but it was players out there of that
This
quality
summer they are.
available.
This summer they are available because they're even further,
yeah.
and that's why they got them because they're freebies.
Do you know what,
They're a
though?
great freebie. I'm saying, but
No, it's right.
With
last summer they
100%.
should. They
Yeah,
should.
with-
Right,
with-
Scott's
with
right, they should have
Bilic.
invested.
I mean, with Bilic, I mean, it's. We love Bilic, like as a man,
As a
we
man,
love
he's
Bilic,
great.
don't we? Yeah.
As a man, he's
and
great.
there's us four here would all love to see him succeed and turn it around. But
Yeah, I'd like to
how
see
much
him.
time has
I'd
he?
like to see him as our assistant manager. That's what I'd like to see him
As I
as.
said, I've got a lot of respect for
All right,
Bilic. I've
I
always
asked this
liked
question
him.
the other day, right? I asked this question the other day. If Bilic got sacked tomorrow, would he go into any other Premier League team as a manager?
Probably not. Probably not.
Palace.
He'd probably go
At a
back.
push.
He wouldn't.
He'd probably go back. Yeah, then they're beat
But
up.
yeah, exactly. You are. Yeah,
That's
you
your
are
answer.
right. There isn't probably
If
anyone. that would
Marino
take
gets sacked, then yeah, he'd go into any other club in the Premier League.
I don't know. It's. I mean, we've won the game today. We should all be over the moon. I mean, I am
It's the
happy.
whole game all over
Yeah,
again. The
it's-
Allardyce
that's what I
whole
mean.
game.
It's the performance. That's what you've got to look at because
Performance.
look at
But it's
that
not
time
that.
under Big Sam when we won 2-1 against Hull and everyone booed him. We still won, but it was poor.
The problem is I don't think these are just performances, right? We've got the result today. We was very, very, very fortunate to get that result.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
fortunate.
100%, mate.
Yeah,
100%.
I couldn't see that coming for love nor money. I'll tell you what, it was a fabulous cross.
Yeah.
It was a fucking
Oh, it was
fabulous
a great finish by Sacco.
Again,
Both his substitutions as well, though.
Yeah, they've got to give him credit for that. Substitutions. He took Hernandez off to bring
Yeah,
Sacco.
yeah.
I
People
didn't
booed
agree with
it.
that substitution.
You know,
yeah, but
Do you know what?
he
Yeah,
got
and,
that
But an
right.
assist in the
You've
goal
got
from
to give
substitution.
that boy a chance.
but he done
on
the same
pitch.
thing against Huddersfield, didn't he? He made that sub at 0-0 when we end up winning 2-0.
Mass Marcus done everything right to start the next game.
But you look at the Tottenham game, right, and you look at today. The thing Masuaku does is he gets that ball across.
Yeah.
He don't fuck about going backwards, forwards, backwards.
The first
he gets
thing,
down that byline
yeah.
and pings the ball in.
The first thing
scores.
Masuaku's thinking of is I'm getting down that line and I'm whipping it in, and all them players know.
And that is it.
That's
the
the
players
difference.
know he's going down there, he's whipping the ball in. But when he ain't playing, like you had that situation where Zabra and Noble were on the right, Zabra plays it back to Noble, makes a run, Noble turns, goes sideways, loses the ball. Right?
What's the matter with you slagging
No,
off
I'm
Noble?
not slagging. No, I'm not slagging off Noble. I'm
joking,
slagging off
I'm
the fact
joking.
that the ball should have gone wide
Yeah, I
straight
know,
away.
I
It's
know.
got to be
It's
crossed
got to
in.
make point,
No,
'cause they
I know,
know-
he's right.
They know Arthur's going to back the ball in. He's to run that. But they know Ayu's not going to do that.
Look at the way,
that's it.
look,
Ayew
look at
isn't.
the,
It's fucking
look at the
useless.
way Tottenham scored their goal last week.
Yep.
Right? He got the ball, he pinged it out wide, right? He got the ball, he took one touch and he went bosh in the box early. Don't give the defenders time to set. You know, you got a geezer running in, glancing header, posting in, 1-0.
See,
Fucking
today,
hell, we take 4 touches.
Yeah,
before we
hopefully,
get-
I mean...
You got a time. They've literally got a time to build a fucking wall by the time we whip the ball in.
and that's what pissed me off with Ayew and Antonio.
The early cross is so dangerous.
What's the point? Ayew ain't going to cross. the
Especially
ball.
when you've got
Antonio
players
don't
like
really want
Carroll,
to-
isn't
How
it?
many times a day, right, did I get overlapped by Zabba and Cresswell, right, whoever was on the... And you can see him like, what are you doing back?
How many times was
What the hell are
Hernandez
they
and
running
Carroll
past that fucking-
defending and Ayew's jogging back?
Oh, mate,
You can't. You
It's
can't have it. You can't have that.
we're all frustrated with the performance, innit? It's we've won, so
Listen,
Well, do you know what?
end of the
I
day,
feel
it's
bad
a
for
win,
moaning.
It's a clean sheet.
yeah.
It's-
But we're,
it's-
no,
it's
we're not
good-
moaning.
it's
We're
3 points.
talking. We're saying it how it is.
I feel bad for moaning. I do feel bad for moaning, but the performance ain't good enough. I was bored shitless.
Yeah,
I'm
for
paying
48
customer.
minutes, we
They
were
wanna-
sitting there
they
like
wa-
that.
They want to call me a customer.
Yeah.
They're the ones that want to call me a customer. I'm a massive fan of the football club. They want to charge me and call me a customer. They want to call me a customer. I'll say exactly what they are.
Yeah.
Right? And I tell you what, I see other
remember that.
certain
The customer
fucking,
is always
I see
right.
other certain people sitting on their Twitter saying we should be happy because we won. I wonder if that can't come to the game. I'll be honest with you. I wonder if he come to the game because if he didn't fucking come to the game, and if he come to the game, he would know not to be happy.
No, you can't be happy with that. No one can actually sit there who was in that stand today and come out there.
I'm happy that we
over
won.
The moon.
Yeah,
yeah, oh
that's-
yeah.
yeah, you're happy
3
with
points.
one.
Yeah,
I'm not happy
You
with
can't
the
sit
way
there
we
and
won.
say they're happy with that
Happy
performance.
with a clean sheet.
Yeah, another 4 out of 5.
But the performance was diabolical.
Awful.
Absolutely diabolical.
And I think we would have lost to any other Premier League team bar Palace.
Totally
Today.
agree.
You know what?
Totally
Do
agree.
you know he seems to get the teams that really sort of poor at the moment. We played ours. I mean, he seems to get a good
Well,
team
that's
to
why
play.
he's still in the job tonight.
And- yeah, you're right, man. Yeah.
That's
I'll be
exactly
honest.
why he's in the job.
We go and play like that up at Burnley. Burnley will turn us over.
No, of course. Any other
we can't-
team, any team away
Turn
from
us
home,
over.
if they fucking we perform like that against any other Premier League team, bar Palace, will get beat. Simple as that.
I just hope Palace have picked up some points or a win by the time we play them, because you know what's
That's
going to
the
happen,
first-
mate.
that's gonna be the
You
first
know
point,
exactly
isn't it?
what's going to
First
happen.
goal, first point,
Fucking
everything.
first goal, first win.
Listen, I think Palace are.
Scott, don't say it, please.
Yeah,
Because you know
they
what's
are,
going to
they
happen,
are. But
mate.
yeah, no, it does normally
No,
happen.
look, mate. Let's
surprised
fucking. Let's
Bonnie
be
didn't get
happy.
his goal today, considering
They took
he
him
ain't
off, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're
Took him
shagging.
off.
They're definitely shagging.
They're doing the same, mate.
Pick up the camera, pick up the
They're
camera.
shagging.
Go round there and go, hello, welcome, post-match shag.
Take the camera out there. Anyway, should we leave it there because it's starting to rain? I'm getting a bit.
but-
My hair's getting wet.
We've got international break. Burnley
We
away,
need
then
that.
we've got Brighton at home here on
It
the
ain't
Friday
going to
night.
change. We've said this how many times.
I know,
We need
but-
the international break.
No, we don't need the international
We
break.
don't
I'm just
need it,
saying,
yeah.
it's a shame that the international break has come, because I'd rather have played Burnley next week than wait. But look,
The good thing about the international break is come sort of.
we
got that win
looked at
before
the
it,
league
you know what I
table
mean?
just before we started doing this, and we're 15th now. Other teams above us don't win, and we win at Burnley. We can go all the way up to like 8th or 9th, and then you look at it and you think, fucking hell, ain't that bad really? But its performances
yeah,
have to
diabolicals,
improve.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
thing is, you gotta Go on, sorry.
No, we've had some really bad performances. West Brom away was another one. But look,
You've still got to take the positives to take
Yeah,
out
4
of it.
clean sheets out of
4
5.
Exactly.
yeah,
You know,
and we won. That's a big positive.
Yeah, that's the biggest positive. We ain't.
And we
That
spoke
is a
about
positive,
negative
isn't it?
already,
Yeah,
like,
we ain't
poor,
going into
poor.
that international break in the bottom 3.
And another
You know, that's the
positive,
best thing about it.
Sacco scored.
Yep.
So maybe now he might think, right, I might start him up front.
I think he deserves a start.
Yeah, because he scored in the against Huddersfield, didn't he?
Huddersfield, yeah.
He scored in the
To be
cup
honest
when
with
we
you,
started.
yeah.
Do you not think it's a bit ironic though? Everyone was booing the substitution substitution of
Ackland and
Sacco.
Stanley.
right?
No.
And
It
he-
wasn't.
and he's-
It wasn't that they was booing the substitution of Sat. You got that totally wrong. They was booing the fact that he was taking Hernandez off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
If
yeah,
it had been taking Carroll off,
No
it
one
would have
would've
been fine.
batted an eye.
If it had been taking,
And then that, and
Chiari
what I'm
off,
saying,
it'd been fine. No, it wasn't. No, I'm not having it. Not having it.
I'll be honest,
in a weird,
though,
in a weird sort of way.
in
though,
defence of Bilic
people
there,
don't like Sacco coming on.
I
but
don't
then
think Hernandez
he's
had a
managed to
great
save his
game
job.
today.
No, he had a
Weird,
shit game.
isn't
Yeah, that's absolutely awful game.
Look, listen, that's Bilic gets paid to make them decisions, and it's worked for him today. So let's just say that it's worked for him. But if we'd have drew that 0-0, it'd have been a lot worse reaction.
I'll be honest with you though, I did predict the substitutions and the times.
Well, that's your fault.
You know, I knew. I was sitting there. I sat around and said, the guy in front of me, Lanzini, had come on dead on the hour. Lanzini comes on dead on the hour, and I said it will be the last two subs. The only thing I got wrong is he took an ending.
Yeah.
But it was like they're going to be within
Well, you didn't
the
get it
last
right
15
then, did you? So what, that's a load of
Yeah,
bollocks.
but you know what I mean? But
Oh, Mystic Meg over here, look.
No, but the substitutions are becoming predictable. Like under Allardyce,
Yeah.
you knew when the time it
It's
was
a
going to be
schedule.
made, the player that it was going to be, barring an injury. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem.
We won the cup.
We've gone backwards.
No cups, mate. All right, should we leave it there?
Yeah, please, because it's getting dark, raining.
Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint. Don't forget to go and follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV, Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, on volley at West Ham Fan TV, Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff. Website coming very soon, and we'll just leave it there, boys. One thing left to say.
Come on, you Irons.